All right, everybody, welcome back to The Interception. I'm here with Joshua Fletcher and Rennie Best, as usual. And we're here to talk about Trinidad and Tobago's 3-2 comeback victory over Guatemala last night in the Hasely Crawford Stadium. That leaves Trinidad and Tobago on top of the Nations League group. 3 wins out of 3, fellas. Both of you all were at the game last night. What was the atmosphere like in general? And when Nathaniel James put in a free kick in the 89th minute?
The energy was high. From the time we equalized, the energy was high. Like, everybody was on their feet. People was barely saying nothing, to be honest. At least where I was, everybody was chanting. And when Nati scored our free kick, it was just, just carry everybody overload basically. Everybody just went crazy now, boy. And it's like, even though I tell my partner, I said, boy, like, hold on. Just when it feel like a little unrealistic now, boy. Like, the kind of late when even though it had 10 extra minutes, it just, it was just like a icing on the cake now, boy. And everybody was just singing and it feel like a prem game now, boy. Everybody was just there jumping up and down. So the level, the energy was high in the place, boy. A long time we haven't experienced that. So it is good, Trinidad is being really love our football. And to get back that feeling is amazing, to be very honest.
Yeah, it's definitely good to hear that the atmosphere is back and swinging, because that will motivate the players as well. But Rennie, you interviewed Nathaniel James earlier on in the Pro League season, and this is the second time in the Nations League he has come off the bench and gotten the 3 points for Trinidad and Tobago. How good is Nathaniel James?
Honestly, I genuinely believe in recent years, he's one of the best talents to come out of Trinidad. And it's clear to see in his game, it's clear to see in his work ethic. He's not just a player that relies on talent only, because he is naturally talented, but he does work hard at it. Sometimes you could see that in his free time, he will quicker go and train, work on himself, work on his playing style instead of doing other things, and this is something that a lot of players may lack, or a lot of players don't see. They don't see that you have to work hard in your free time for something that you want, and this is definitely something that Natty wants. And when he comes off the bench, everybody wants to start, but now he's given the coach, the manager, he has to ask himself some questions, because if Natty could come off the bench and put in performances like that, what he could do from the start of a game. And that is I feel like what Natty is doing right now is motivating young players, is motivating older players, even in the SSFL, that wait your chance. And when your chance comes, you come off the bench and you work hard and you make sure that coach knows that next game you have to start here, And it's good to see the joy that he has when he's playing and the joy that he gives Trinidadians when he's playing.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, he is an inspiration to those guys. He not too long came out of, he's 19. So he's close to age and most of those guys in the SSFL anyway. But we want to talk about the team performance. Of course, Nathaniel got the all-important goal. But I personally, I was home watching it, so I didn't get to feel the atmosphere. But I saw the passion on the field from almost all the players out there, even the subs, everything. Fletcher, and I wanted to comment on that, because you mentioned, I don't know if it was here or before, that they were singing I Am a Soca Warrior, and the name of that song is really Fighter, I believe. I don't think it's called I Am a Soca Warrior. And the guys showing the fight now to come back from 2-0 down. What is it all down to? Is it tactics? What is it, Angus motivating? What do you think about that fighting spirit from the Warriors last night?
A bit of tactics and heart. I think they had a kind of mentality longest 90, and they came out there so the heart when they feel like they mean like we 2-0 down, but we're not going to lose this game. Usually in the past couple of years, you see they might have dropped their head, they might have already take defeat already, but that was not the case. After about the 25th minute, about the 25th minute, they decided to change certain things, they decided to press the defense, go at them, and that really helped lift them up because I think at times they lack the belief. And for me, I think personally, what the Soca Warriors lacked in the past time I think they gave the opposition too much respect. And what I mean by that is you all have quality too. You all side have a lot of quality too. You all could go at them the same way they go at you. You understand what I'm saying? So I think like once they realize, well, fellas, we's not the victims, we could be the victors, we could deal with them the same way they coming at us. Let's go at them. And I felt like that was the mentality. Yes, we might be 2-0 down. We just need to get one foot in the door, and that was the penalty. And then we see Rian Moore come and score, and then Natty put in the free kick, and that is the mentality. And I want to give up a little shout out to Hackshaw. That was an impressive performance. Lovely midfielder. He hold on that midfield, he hold on that TDM role. And to me, he controlled and he intercepted a lot of passes. He was there to help our defense. He dropped back into a back three when Alvin Jones and Ross Russell went up the line. He dropped back into the back three with the centre backs, and that was commendable. That means he have knowledge of the game. That means he learning, So I love that. That's a great performance by him.
Yeah, most definitely. And to end off, kind of on a not really a sad note, but a controversial one. Well, as again, you all were in the stadium, so you didn't have the benefit of the replay at the time. But that first goal was definitely miles offside. I know when we're looking at the Premier League, every week we come and we bash VAR and we say, oh God, they make the wrong decision and that kind of thing. But generally, that's not usually the case for the offside. Well, actually, it was for you the other day, Fletcher. Hard luck. But this one was really blatant. He was miles offside. And these are important games. And, obviously, we in the CONCACAF region, I don't know how the funds are distributed or whatever.
Yeah.
To have the benefit of the VAR as the other regions. But, I mean, what y'all think about that? Do you think that we should have the proper technology and VAR for these? I mean, these are FIFA games. These are proper matches, not TT. And not to bash the TTPFL, but these are internationally recognized.
I think it's definitely something we have to discuss, especially when it comes to wanting to move forward in sport, and we want to be just as advanced as any other country. You don't want to be behind, in Trinidad. We don't want to be seen as third world. We don't want to be seen as lesser. And I feel like these little things, especially in sport, could come across that way, And I feel like VAR has been being used for too long for us to not have it yet, And especially where in big games like these where Guatemala could have scored 3 offside goals and you would have just had to take that, And that's really a very controversial thing. It's very sad, but I think like moving forward, I am seeing a little improvement in sport compared to the last couple of years, and that's good. And I think once the federation and these kind of things get the back end, we could definitely have these technologies in use for games like this.
Yeah. Any comments on that, Fletcher?
I would say it kind of hinders the tactics that certain teams might want to implement in terms of like if a team want to play a high line or if they play far offside trap, by not having VAR, they could fall into real problems. And as you said, this is our official game. They play towards something. And as Rennie said, it's here too long not to implement it already. And we need to work on that. We need to look into that because this is a professional game. This is our country's going at it, so it needs to come around very good.
Yeah.
Countries as well.
Yeah, I agree with both of you. Well, there we have it. That is the what's the word, boy? Match review of the Trinidad Guatemala game. The next game for Trinidad will be on Tuesday against Curacao. I believe that one is in Curacao. So we'll be back again either Wednesday to recap that one. So thanks again, fellas, and we out.
Pick up on yourself.
Hey, thanks for sliding into another episode of The Interception. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We out.